I'm making, I'm gonna make a PC optimization guide. Like, I'm talking like everything. I'm talking internet, everything. Alright? Low smoothness, the best thing to do to get your game running smooth. Whatever you should do to make your game run good. You know what I mean? Okay. So, you always get started with Windows settings. Display, do whatever. I really recommend this to be on like 100%. If you're on a higher resolution, maybe like 125, 150, but I mean that's so personal. You want to, if you're not on Windows 11, Windows 10, you can search it up. It looks the same. You want to go here to your display settings and make sure you're running your max hertz. If you're gaming, make sure you're running your max hertz. If it doesn't show here, just comment and I can make another video on how to fix it for whatever GPU you're on. Most people don't have that problem. And most of this stuff is personal. Notifications, those should be turned off. I don't like them, they're annoying as hell. They be popping up and stuff. I have this on priority only. And that's pretty it for that section. And then here, personal. Here, we can go here and open this, but we'll come back to this in a second. This, as you would guess, is personal. There's one thing, I don't know where it is here. Is it here? Again? Yes, okay. Open this, go to personalization themes, mouse cursor, pointer options. Ooh, turn this off. What the heck? I didn't do that when I updated Windows. I'm weird. So yeah, you want to turn that off. You can lower this if you want. Right there. Wait, hold on. Chill. Alright. Apps. Hold on, where is it? Apps and features. Okay, so you want to just get anywhere, it doesn't matter. You want to go through here and you want to, if you have an app that you don't want running in the background, like Cortana, advanced options, let run in the background. Never. I already changed this, but it's Cortana. Cortana's retarded. Oh, more silly. You know what I mean. So you can disable Cortana. You can't really disable many Windows services here. If you want to disable more Windows services, I can go through a in-depth guide on going through on how to go through here and disable everything. But it's disable everything you don't need, but it's really unnoticeable. It's negligible. You just go through here. This should have been uninstalled. It's, well, I don't care. It's stupid. Microsoft Teams. Uninstall that. Didn't know that was there when I upgraded to Windows 11. To do. Don't care about that. I'm sorry about that. I had to fix something. Other stuff like it's 16 kilobytes. I do not care. I really do not care. Like 100 megabytes. That's a decent amount of memory. You know. This is personal. That's my email if you want it. You can email me your nudes. Sorry, no. I said you can email me your dudes, your friends. You know, we can make a montage. Anyways, date and time. Make sure you're on the right date and time. Because sometimes if you're not, the updates will be really weird, and it's just really annoying. Like one time, my thing said 3 a.m. and it was just stuck on like Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday, and it just wouldn't move. It was weird. Yeah, so that's whatever. Gaming, game bar. If you use this, don't touch it. I don't know how to actually disable it in Windows 11. Like usually there's like a disable Like it just says use game bar and you can turn it off, but you can't do that here. So make sure if you don't use this at all, record what happened in the background, turn this off, and everything else doesn't matter as long as this is off. Game mode, Windows 11, I do recommend this to be on. This helps a lot in Windows 11. It closes background tasks that you aren't using, like a print spooler, or if you're not using Bluetooth devices, it'll close Bluetooth, whatever it's called. I don't use Bluetooth, so I never really messed with it. But this is what helps. This helps your lows a lot. Windows 11 already has a lot of extra functions to help your lows, which makes your game feel smoother, even though it's the same FPS. But this setting helps a lot. I've tested it on Windows 11. It's not like 20 FPS, but the lows at least 10 better, at least 10 FPS better. I can show the benchmarks if y'all want. This stuff doesn't matter. This is like personal stuff. Again, you don't really need it. Actually, wait. This, I do recommend transparency to be off if you're on an older PC, because this can really, it looks nice, but it's for just some people, I don't really like it, but it can mess up your, it will eat your performance a little bit. That is pretty weird. It's just weird. This, general, you didn't turn this off. The only one I would have on is this one, because this one's it's like a quick index. It's like a catch index. It doesn't do anything. Diagnostic and feedback, you know how it is. Off, of course. Unless if you need it on and you're like a developer, you want to do something with that. Like I don't know, you want to test something and you have bugs and shit. I don't know. Activity history, I usually have this off. It's just less stuff your PC is doing. This little stuff, and I have a pretty good PC, but the more you turn this stuff off, that was not there last night. The more you turn this stuff off, the more it adds up, and the more stable your game will be. Stability is the key. If your game is not stable, don't play the game. Like, just go outside or something, dude. It's not worth it. I'm telling you, a stable game. I'd rather get, if I have 165 hertz monitor, I'd rather get 165 FPS on unlimited. That's the most, like a 165% lows or 165 FPS lows than like 1000 FPS, because it'll be way smoother and it doesn't matter. If you're running 1000 FPS, that's actually worse. And I'll have a video linked in the description of why that's worse. Why it's worse to run more FPS than your refresh rate. It doesn't hurt your monitor. It's not bad for your monitor, but it ruins the smoothness. It ruins what your monitor and your GPU are supposed to do. It ruins how they're made to work. It doesn't ruin it, but it just doesn't work as good as it should. Okay. Now we're going to start getting into like, we're going to do the download at the last section. Now we're going to do like the more advanced Windows things. So you're going to start out, you can either press this, you can, people always do it differently. You can do Windows R and type CMD. I don't care. Just open this. If you know how to open command prompt, open it. You're going to type this. Depending on your system, this will take a while to run. I have a pretty fast system. My SSD is pretty good, not going to lie. So this will be pretty quick. It's actually going really slow right now. I don't know. Anyways. Here. File Explorer. This is like File Explorer. So, yeah. You're going to go here. Go to this PC, devices and drives, tools, optimize. Again, this isn't going to do much, but it does help. So, this is my USB I have. I use it for my BIOS. I have like saved BIOS settings and stuff in there. Yeah, I have this. And then the BIOS update too. You can optimize that if you want. You don't. It doesn't matter. This, your main drive though, you're definitely gonna want to do that. SSDs are gonna say trimming. So if you're set something different, don't worry. If you're on a hard disk like this drive is, it's gonna say analyzed, defragging, and then it'll tell you how much of it is fragmented, which means how much is damaged. If this says 1% or anything above 0, transfer your data to a new drive and get it replace this one because it's broken. It's not gonna delete your data, but it's getting old. You know what I mean? Like, it is getting there. So yeah, this is still running. All right, so I'm actually gonna start. Yeah, let's start here. So if you want to open this, I'm actually gonna show you how to open it. Cool. Not there. Advanced. So you want to go network and internet, advanced, more adapter options. Again, if you're not on Windows 11 and you don't want to upgrade yet because you're weird, well, not because you're weird, you probably have a reason, then just Google it, how to get here. or just click around and figure it out. But I don't need this on. You don't have to do that. But if you are on Windows 11, click along with me, bro. So this, I know I did this. So if you see advanced EEE disabled, this is energy efficient Ethernet. If you're a ecology nerd and you want to care about the earth, turn this on. Yeah, you know what? I care about the earth. I'm gonna turn it off later. This one, you want to enable this. It's not default, which it really should be. This isn't actually energy saving. This is your link speed. So your so let's say this is your let's say this is your Ethernet cable, okay? And let's say these are two different Ethernet cables. Energy, or what is it? Gigabyte Light will have it like this. No, it doesn't. Hold on. So it's basically how many channels it has. This is Gigabyte Light. Or no, this is Gigabyte Light off. This is default. And it's just one channel. What energy efficient does is it compresses packets, but then it glues them together. So I can't do it. I can't go over there. But it looks like it's like this. One cable. But really tight. So I can try to show y'all. I'm sorry, Earth. These extra maybe 1 watt a week is not gonna help. 1 watt a week. My PC pulls 200 while I'm gaming. That's for my GPU. Not my GPU pulls like 100 something. Anyways, yeah, let's just go through all this real quick. Power saving mode. I had it enabled because I care about the earth. I'm like that. So yeah, those are your settings you can do. It's kind of hard to explain how Gigabyte Light works. I can just show you. Close this. Okay. So all these other stuff don't really matter, and we will go through and change these with a different app later that has more options. Gigabyte Light is enabled. Okay, Windows 11, never mind. Did show my IP. So yeah, just keep it on. Just trust me. Google it. Try to understand it. Just keep it on. I don't care. Stay in control panel. System and security. This is the same control panel as 10. So yeah. Power options. And if you are on a Ryzen CPU, if you are on third or fourth gen, which is 3000, 5000 series, download the drivers. So go to AMD, directly to AMD. You want to go to drivers and support, and then you want to go chipsets. Find whatever your motherboard is. No, not chipsets. What the heck? Oh yeah, my fault. Chipsets, AM4 socket, or AMD socket AM4, and select your motherboard. Okay. So after you do this, just submit, download, do all of that, and then after you restart, you will have these. Yeah, turn this to 0 minutes. This is recommended disabled. This is not 100%. If you're using balanced, it will be 99%. Just do this. Just trust. Programs, uninstall device, uninstall stuff you're not using. This should. I factory reset my PC like literally 2 weeks ago because I was on Dev Edition and I wanted to be on normal because it was more stable. So yeah, that's really all you need to do in here. Actually, if you want, you can go here, and you can turn off sticky keys. So sticky keys, when you press shift 5 times, it's not working. I think I disabled it further. Yep. Actually, okay. So yeah, I disabled it. Yeah. What do I have using? Oh, true. Anyways. So yeah, that's the control panel, the battery, all that. And then we're gonna do something like this. So you can do percent local app data percent. And then you're gonna want to go to your games. I'm gonna do Fortnite because I know a lot of people play Fortnite. So follow this path. So you're in here, you typed this percent local app data percent. You're gonna go to Fortnite game, saved, config, Windows client, game user settings.ini. If you have a Radeon GPU, if your GPU is a Radeon GPU, I have an RX 580 by the way. If you have a Radeon GPU, play on DX12 and make sure your drivers are updated. Play DX12. Just do it. Play DX12. Do it. If you tried it and it stutters, I'm gonna fix it in this video. If you play on a NVIDIA, you can try it. I don't know how it works with the 30 series, but Radeon wins in DX12 all the time. It's way better. Come here, scalability groups, do whatever you want. These two settings are not shown in game. Turn shading to 0. If you want to, you can lock this. It doesn't matter at all. If you don't lock it, you want to check it and make sure that it is still 0. Just check it. They do it after updates. So this found no integrity violations. So this, if it says it's successfully repaired, don't worry about it. If it says it could not repair corrupted files, please see online support, then you worry about it. Most of the time this does its job though. That helps with stability. Okay, we're gonna go back here. This is something, all right, so this right here, you want to do this occasionally. You want to do this like you don't want to do this once. You want to do this like every month or so. So you go to, these two folders are different. You want to go to temp and then percent. This is percent temp. So you go percent temp and then temp. You delete everything in here. And if it says you cannot close it, just skip. Delete everything in there. Dude, don't need those files. They come up temporarily. Don't just delete them. Don't need them. Okay. I'm gonna start getting into like app settings and downloads. If you have like an app that you want me to optimize, if it's a good game, I can't buy it, but I can look online, look at the settings, and tell you what would be good. Or just tell you to put everything on low. But like Google Chrome, I can do Google Chrome, I can do Discord, I can do Fortnite. I'm definitely gonna do Warzone, maybe Cold War, Minecraft probably, because a lot of people have good PCs but have problems and they don't know why. I know why. But yeah. Actually, I haven't checked this in a while. Make sure everything's updated, dude. Don't like do beta drivers if you like, because those can be sketchy. But make sure everything's updated. Like look at this. Why would I need those? Okay, whatever. So just yeah, update your stuff, dude. Okay. Another thing. Yep. Okay. This is optional. Right here. This is optional. You don't have to do this. Not here. I want to do this actually. I need to do this. That's for me. You don't need that. Jesus. Open that one. Dude. I will come back to that. Open your Google or whatever you use. Open whatever you use. TCP optimizer. Boom. It's a trusted website. This has been used for a while. It says TCP, but it still does UDP. And it does other things. So don't worry about that. Don't try to nerd out on me. Some kid try to do that. They're like, nobody uses TCP anymore. It's not an old standard. It's a different method. And yes, it is still widely used. This doesn't matter. Put it 100. Doesn't matter. This should be 1500. If you're on an old PC, you might need to do PPOE. If not, you might need to do... What is it? I can't remember. I think it's this. You might need to do this. But this is the best. Don't get it twisted. That's the best. Disabled here. This doesn't matter. This cubic or CTCP, either one works. Enabled. This depends. You can try this disabled if you have really fast internet, like I'm talking more than 100. If not, don't use it. This should be default. Okay, so disabled, enabled, disabled, enabled. This is where you can apply right here. That doesn't matter. I don't know. Actually, wait, I'm not sure. You just apply here, and then go advanced. This stuff is what matters. So this is gonna say like 4 and 4, maybe 2. This is gonna be like 476. This is something weird. 6, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. Disabled. 1,300. If your internet's weird, try this on 2,000. If it's still weird, just go back to Windows default. Your PC's weird. Doesn't matter right here. This disabled. Right here. This is one of the main reasons I use this app instead of making people do registry edits. Disabled in gaming. This does not matter. If you know what it is, you can enable it. It doesn't matter. I really don't like it. It feels more laggy to me. This, if you have a lot of RAM, if you have a lot of RAM, yeah, you want to use this. If you have a lot of RAM, 16 gigabytes, use this. Put it on optimized. Balanced works. It doesn't matter. Max user port 65534. Time wait delay 30. Apply. I gotta change this back. Apply. You're changing this, so you're changing these. All this, look at this. 4999, 500, 2000, 2001. It's not that big of a difference, it's just the priority and what it dedicates your resources to. I don't have problems with that, but yeah. This though, these two. Helps your delay. Just apply. Okay, so that, yeah. So general, the other thing I wanted to show. So we're done with this. You can reboot now, later, doesn't matter. One thing with this is going to be checked for 99% of you. If unchecking it, it takes a while, but it can help performance. Okay. If you play games and you listen to music and you notice FPS drops, you're gonna want to search hardware. Go to your Google Chrome settings or whatever browser you run and look for a setting like this. Use hardware acceleration when available. Disable it. I don't care. So yeah. Also, Discord. Settings. Windows settings. Advanced. Yes, advanced. Advanced hardware acceleration. You can turn this off. For me, it doesn't matter. You can do it. Turn this off. This helps your FPS. Okay. These are apps I use. Adware Cleaner. I can link that if needed. Shocker. Nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. Yep. Now let's do. Alright. Trying to think. TCP, all that. Alright. I'm gonna do Radeon software settings. So you wanna go global graphics. If you're playing a newer game, enable this. If it's an older game, go to the special settings and specifically disable it. But yeah, enable this. If you know what this is, I know what it is, but I'm saying if you use it, don't listen to me if you use something. If you use something different personally, or like maybe a little bit more functionality, use it. Like if you use this in older games, like CSGO, use it. I don't care. This doesn't really work on anything, but I just keep it performance. This, it changes the way games look, but it's a small difference, as you wouldn't know, but it does help performance a slight bit. Centralizing. I saw one thing that showed it really good. But basically, it changes the way the game looks slightly. You do not notice it, I swear. It'll change like water to look a little bit worse, but you don't notice it because there's other stuff. And it just saves you performance. This, don't touch this. This one must have your PC. This, don't touch this unless you know what it's for. Most of the stuff don't touch unless you know what it's for. Other than that, my settings are good. If you play a game like Warzone and you get low FPS, like I get like an average of 100 to 90s to 120 sometimes. Turn FreeSync on if you have the option, or turn G-Sync on if you're on GPU, AMD GPU, or NVIDIA GPU. I do the same thing for Cold War. I have Cold War, I have FreeSync on. Performance, I do recommend overclocking. You should overclock. My base clock is 1366, and I can show you all right here. This is my base clock, and I have a stable overclock of 1420, and I lowered the voltage. My RAM is overclocked by 50. Radeon GPUs don't overclock on the RAM very good, because they're already pretty fast. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. That's the Radeon GPU. Now I'm gonna go into Registry. Ooh, that's different. I don't remember what this was. Okay. So you go here. You go here. When done. Wait. Yep, okay. And then you go game config store. So you want to go type in registry editor or regedit, whatever you want. Open this however you want, okay. H key current user. System. Game config store. And you're going to want to type this one in. Type game DVR underscore DSE behavior. Same caps, everything. Make it a dword 32. So new dword 32. Like this. It should look like this. And then rename it. Set the value to 2. So click on this. Don't leave a hexa. 2. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna do Warzone settings now. OTS is insane. I gotta say it, dude. I usually run the MP5 Modern Warfare, MP5, but the OTS, dude, the cunt shreds. Now, if you came to this video or you watch other videos hoping to get, let's say you have like a 970 or like an RX 570, if you want to get like 30 more FPS in Warzone, that's not gonna happen. What I did in my video, you can make your game a lot smoother on whatever FPS you run, like 70 or 80, whatever you run, but you are not, I repeat, you are not gonna get like that much more FPS. This game is hard to run. Like, this is a game that's like, you need to upgrade your GPU if you want to enjoy it like that. Like, this game is a whole new, it's just like that. All Call of Duties have always been like that. Alright. So yeah, you want to go settings, play whatever. I play controller, sometimes I play keyboard. I'm good on both, whatever. I'm insane. This, you can do 100, but like I was saying with the Radeon image sharpening, you could run this on 70 and turn Radeon image sharpening on, and it would run pretty good and look pretty good too. I run this I can run 100, doesn't matter. I run 95 just for a little bit more smoothness, because you know I'm 165 hertz and I only get like 120. Streaming quality, low. Frame rate, whatever your monitor's refresh rate is, cap to that. I could put this here if I wanted to, but I don't care. I just have it here because I'm in the menu. Streaming quality, low. Text resolution, this is like the balance between performance and looks. Streaming, low. Texture, low. Texture anisotropic, doesn't matter. Particle, high. Bullet impacts and sprays, enabled. Tessellation, disabled. This, disabled. Oh my god, disable that. Shadow map, low. Catch spot shadows. Catch stun shadow? I can't read. Catch spot shadows and catch sun shadows. If you have sun shadow, blah, 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 blah. If you have a lot of RAM like I do, or a lot of VRAM, I should say, if you have like 6 gigabytes, if you have like 4 to 8 gigabytes, enable this. Enable it. If not, don't. If you have like 2 gigabytes or 3 gigabytes, disable. But if you have at least 4 to 5 or 4 to 6 gigabytes, enable this. Particle lighting, doesn't matter. Ambient occlusion. I can read, I promise I can read. Disabled. Screen space reflection, disabled. Filmic strength, I played on this on 0, but I like it on a 1.1. It looks a lot better. Anti-aliasing off. Motion blur, turn that off. Depth of field, turn that off. Weapon motion blur, turn that off. Film grain, doesn't matter. Dynamic resolution, turn that off. It's gonna make your game look dumb. Okay. For audio, I know it's hard to hear in this game. Boost low. Master volume, pretty, actually, no, you do boost high. My headset's weird. Do boost high. My fault, boost high. Because that helps you with footsteps. Make sure this is disabled. Voice chat, does not matter. Okay, then you're gonna go to general. Field of view. If you have your field of view high, make sure this is affected. If it's not affected, it makes it zoom so much more. So like, it's weird. You can see more when you aim. Brightness 55 to 60, 50 to 60 anywhere, whatever's personal. It's personal. Skip movie introduction. It doesn't skip anyways. Tooltips disabled. So, okay, this colorblind type, Deuteranopia, hands down, world. Deuteranopia world. If you have an interface, it makes your guns look weird, or like your the gun colors and stuff like that. It's weird. Deuteranopia world. Minimap doesn't. This does not matter. This does not matter. This, I have my frames, latency, and then those. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be it for Warzone. Oh yeah. Ooh. Always let your shaders install. Always. if after you get to pack 1, that's Warzone, you're good. Let them install. I play Rocket League. I don't play it. I literally have it downloaded. I don't play it. Don't ask me to play that game. Or do settings. I don't even like opening that game. This is nothing. This is overclocking my controller. See, it does in this game too. Shaders. Compiling shaders to optimize performance during gameplay. Let them run. Let them install. It might take 1 minute. It might take 10 minutes. Let them install. They save you at least 10 to 20 FPS, and they make you run what you should run. The heck? Oh, this is my first time playing them. My factory reset. Oh, he's double input. Oh yeah, this game supports PS5. Hold on, just ignore this. I need to... I had to do that real quick.
Someone started the party.
I'm doing settings. I don't care. Graphics. 100%. If you have NVIDIA, turn this to enabled boosted. Yes. Keep this enabled plus boosted. Menu VSync doesn't matter. Gameplay VSync. Actually, no. Disable both of these. This, you could play on this. Actually, don't know why I'm on. Oh yeah, because I've okay. Yeah, field of view. You know how it is. Affected. You know how it is. Colorblind. Deuteranopia. That's what I like. Whatever. Vehicle aiming field of view. Affected. Brightness, whatever. Frame rate. Custom. Monitor refresh rate. Monitor refresh rate. That makes it smooth. Menu. Doesn't matter. Minimized. If you're doing something, it'll help. Texture. What the heck. Medium or low. Model. Medium. High. I remember the settings for this game. High. Medium. Disabled or enabled. Doesn't matter. Volumetric. Enabled or high. Shadow. Low. Dynamic shadows. Doesn't really matter. Special effect doesn't matter. Weapon shadow, I disable. Anti-aliasing. If you want your game to look good, do either lowest, medium, or ultra, because the filmic, which is also FXA, is easier to run, but it makes your game look better. It makes your game look better. So yeah, you can run lowest, either run lowest, medium, or ultra. I run medium. Compound occlusion. Doesn't matter, I run low. Motion blur disabled. Subsurface disabled. Order independent transparency, you can disable that. Turn this to low. Makes your GPU run more optimized. Okay, then back. Make sure you apply. Audio. Dude. I'm sorry about that. Should have been done that. High boost. For me, I'm gonna run super bass boost. My headset is flat as hell. Classic, of course. You have to do classic. This stuff doesn't really matter. Okay, so yeah, that's Cold War. Alright. Here's something I'm gonna do. I don't want y'all doing this. I'm gonna show you what I don't want you doing. I'm also gonna show you Fortnite settings. If you do this shit, it's gonna piss me off. It's like, no. Anyways. Don't be that kid, dude. Don't be that kid. I'm about to do something. Ooh, that's my controller. I'm about to do something in Fortnite. I want you to tell me what I did. And you're probably not gonna understand why. And I will explain it. How long is this video? Yeah, I don't know, I need to edit this video. Full screen. Whatever your resolution is, plan your resolution. Frame rate, whatever your monitor refresh rate is. These are no's. You do not change these. You listen to me, please. Full screen. Whatever your monitor refresh rate is or resolution is. Stretch res makes you lose FOV. Whatever your FPS is, whatever your frame rate is, your hertz is, whatever your monitor hertz is. Trinopia 7 is what I play on. Settings. If you have bad FPS, play this on 1920 by 1080. Lower this. Lower it to 70. Try 70. This game, People say this game is CPU intensive. This game is GPU intensive. This game is not CPU intensive at all. This game, the IPC can more than handle GPUs for the respective partners. This game is not CPU intensive. Maybe in a pub it's a little bit. This game is not CPU intensive. VSync. Off. Motion blur off. FPS doesn't matter. DirectX 12 for Radeon. Performance for NVIDIA. And DirectX. If DirectX 12 performance comes out, everyone uses that. Because that sets out. Multi-threaded rendering on if you know what your PC specs are. On. Off if you have like a bad PC. Record replays off unless you use it. Volume, sound quality, low. I don't care. I have a good PC. This is your setting. It doesn't matter. Okay. I also recommend turning this to like 70%. It looks a lot better and feels a little smoother. Okay. Why am I running 120? There we go. That was weird. So smooth. Dude, I'm on an RX 580, and this game feels amazingly smooth. Warzone feels amazingly smooth. Okay. I don't want you to watch my video and instantly, after you're done with everything, be like, oh boy, can't wait to see my FPS and do this. Don't do this. If you do this, I will come to your house and I will find you and I will rape you. Oh, that's better than... I will not rape you. That was a joke. I will never rape you. Don't do this. This does not test your performance. This does not test your performance. Looking in the sky does not test your performance. What tests your performance is how you feel the game feels. Okay? Back. If your game feels smooth, that's all that matters. Don't test your FPS. Also, okay, so what my optimizations are, they're for lows, okay? I mainly help lows. I help your FPS a little bit, like higher FPS, but I help lows. Okay. 1% lows and 0.1% lows are way more important than high FPS. Also, running FPS, like if you play 165 Hz, running FPS like this is going to make it uglier. It's not going to be as smooth. I have the video linked in the description of why it's not going to be as smooth. And I can notice it. I will not lie, I can notice it. It feels choppier, it stutters more, because I can't really run 240 on my GPU. And I can feel the micro stutters. It still feels smooth, it still feels really good. But it's not as smooth as running equal timings. Also, God, I'm trying to think of other stuff. Feels weird. I need to restart update. Yeah, if you have an update, if your PC is waiting to update, it's gonna feel weird. Cause it's queued. It's in your couch. Your PC does things, and it's not really your PC. It's just process. There's more processes running and stuff like that. It feels weird. So yeah, always restart update. Ooh, if you can update to Windows 11, this is what I remember talking about this. I wanted to talk about this. If you cannot update to Windows 11, look at my ping, crazy. If you cannot update to Windows 11, do this. Make sure that this secure boot state says on. I don't need it on, because I'm special, okay? I did some stuff. Make sure this is on. If it's not on, you need to search up your computer. So let's say you have if you have a gaming PC you built, search up your motherboard. see, and you'll find videos. If you have like a HP Pavilion secure boot state BIOS, just go through the help and figure this out. If you know how to get into your BIOS, go into your BIOS and look around for secure boot state and then turn it on. Also, one more setting that you have to enable. They do this for security. TPM 2.0. It says Intel, it's not always Intel. Mine's AMD. There are two ways to enable this. If your CPU is new, like I have a Ryzen 9 3900X, mine has built-in TPM that I had to enable. It actually did it in my BIOS update. I knew how to do it before, I had it done before, but in my BIOS updates, right here, change default status of AMD PSP TPM to enabled for addressing basic Windows 11 requirements. Update your BIOS if you have a gaming PC. It should turn it on. If you can't find it, if you can't update it and then it'll turn it on, go to YouTube, search your motherboard, find a video that tells you how to do it. If you're on an old PC and you cannot turn on TPM for your CPU or for your PC because your CPU doesn't have it, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to Amazon and search either this one, blah, 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 doesn't matter. Go watch YouTube videos on a good TPM. This one looks good. Yep, this one was good. This one will work. This one will work good. I can link this in the description. I'm actually going to use that one. Yeah, just get those lows up, man. Get those lows up, man. 1% lows, bro. Get them up. Make your game smooth. Peace, bro.